I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case, me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We've got a very intense court hearing today. This sovereign citizen walks in and immediately goes to the usual script, claiming the court has no authority over him. But it becomes pretty obvious, pretty quickly, that he doesn't fully understand what he's arguing. If you're going to challenge a judge, you might want to do some serious research first. Watching him try to outmaneuver someone who literally interprets and applies the law for a living is almost surreal. The confidence is there.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else. So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
No
So,
problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm me being a living person. I don't. Yeah, I don't. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
How confident do you have to be to walk into a courtroom and argue like this? If you're going to run the sovereign citizen script, at least understand what you're talking about. Listening to him ramble about jurisdiction and punctuation theories makes you wonder if he's ever actually read a real legal statute. You can't just invent rules to fit your argument and expect a judge to go along with it. And the judge? She's clearly not buying any of it. You can even catch a subtle chuckle when he starts stumbling over his own words. It's one of those moments where the courtroom energy...
Okay.
I don't have no. Sorry, I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all. Period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening. That charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy just snitch on himself? The charge is driving without a license, and then he casually admits he hasn't had a license in 2 years. That's not a defense, that's a confession. And then he pulls the classic line, I wasn't driving, I was traveling. Come on, man. If you're caught behind the wheel without a license, doubling down on word games probably isn't the strategy. Saying you're not driving at all while you're clearly operating a vehicle just makes it sound worse. It's wild how often this happens. Instead of keeping it simple, they start volunteering extra information that basically builds the case for the prosecution. Now I will say this. He's being respectful so far. He's not yelling. He's not interrupting, so I'll give him that. But respectful doesn't automatically mean legally correct. And let's be honest, getting a driver's license isn't some impossible mission. Compared to fines, court costs, and possible jail time,
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
At this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity? I don't. Yeah.
I hear you, and at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record, and yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case. That's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records, is that good enough?
Whatever documentation you have,
Mm-hmm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay. Will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
How? From
No.
my understanding, that
And
has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
you are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
I've got to say, I really liked how this judge handled the sovereign citizen. Yeah, maybe she let him talk a little longer than I would have, but overall, she controlled that courtroom. She wasn't entertaining the nonsense, and when it was time to cut him off, she did it cleanly and confidently. And those little smart responses she dropped in, that's experience right there. You could tell she wasn't intimidated for a second. And that's exactly what you need when someone walks in thinking they can overpower the court with legal buzzwords they barely understand. Now let's talk about the whole Zoom court situation. Do you guys like it? Or does it feel a little ridiculous sometimes? Personally, I think Zoom hearings can get messy, especially with sovereign citizen cases. It's way easier for someone to talk over the judge, derail the hearing, or turn it into chaos when they're sitting behind a screen. There's just something about being physically in a courtroom that carries weight. In-person hearings feel more serious, more structured, and harder to disrupt. On Zoom, sometimes that authority doesn't hit the same. But that's just my take. What did you guys think about how the judge handled this? Would you have shut it down sooner? Or do you think she played it perfectly? All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up there. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit like and subscribe for more courtroom commentary like this. Drop your thoughts below. I read the comments. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.